So I guess I have to... Okay. Had to reinstall Scholar. Here we go. Alright. This run is for... I'm making it like not specifically, but I'm doing it because Saxonator and Swords are both doing this hitless run. I thought I'd make a pretty good commentary type thing. I'm not gonna like slow down for anything really, but I'll explain it while it's happening. I'll in the beginning of the forest is like really like specific. It's like it's fast paced, and it's like you don't have a lot of time for the break at the beginning, or for a break at the beginning of the area. So at the start here, what I do is I take off my clothes because now I'm faster. You don't have to have auto run for this, so do it without auto run. You can just run into the corner here and pick up the item. If you want this bonfire, you can get it. And I leave the scimitar and equip the short sword, because we don't need the scimitar. There is one thing I don't do in this run, and that's get a +7 bow. Or I don't usually do it in this run. But if you want to get it in shulva, you can. I'm just not going to get it, because we don't need it. Talk. Grab the Estus flask, and now whenever you go back or bone back to the bonfire, she'll be right next to it somewhere. She'll either be behind it, in front of it, or like sitting down. We're gonna kill this guy here. Probably know how to do this. Anybody who's doing a run. Heck either. You're gonna stand in this little area here against the guy, and you're gonna spam R1 until your stamina is all the way out, or his health says 572, and then just do it again. If you do it that way, you're pushing him towards this way, so it's faster, and also it's safer because he has to turn before he hits you, or aggro's onto you, or whatever. So you have time to like roll it, but not that much time. It'll just be like 2 seconds. Like, oh, he's attacking me, and then you can roll it, and maybe survive or something. I don't know. It's definitely safer than facing him. So you're gonna buy 6 skulls from her, and use your 2 souls you have, one from an item pickup next to the blacksmith, and one from the cart. The cart also gives you a torch, and we're gonna need that torch for later. I used to dark sign here, but then you'd lose 100 souls, and if you lose 100 souls, you can't skip this item. So you can rest here if you want. Yeah. We are going to be dealing with an invader in the crypt, but that also means that there's not going to be a forlorn there, which is kind of nice. So you'll just get the same invader every run instead of a forlorn there, which is like, forlorn is way harder to fight than the invader. We just kill the invader. And if an invader invades in a forlorn spot, forlorn can't invade there, I don't think. I'm pretty sure that's how forlorn works, so. By pretty sure, I mean 99% sure. We don't need that item. We can just drop over here. I mean, not drop, jump. And, okay, this is kind of the fast-paced part. We're going to be throwing lots of skulls. I like to go around the right, but you can go through the middle there. Just run straight at this guy. The arrow will always go over your head. Climb the ladder. And then we're going to throw a skull here on the left. In between these two guys. Right here. These two. Right here. Go around this guy and jump into the fog wall or whatever. Or you can just run at it. But jumping is faster. Here you can throw a skull if you want. I usually don't, but for the sake of tutorial, why not? Jump through the boxes. That guy can attack. So watch out. You can do a slam with a sword, or like just an overhead slam with the sword. One-handed, not two-handed. Here, two-hand your short sword, run in here, and then do a running R1, R2. He almost never does that attack animation, but you can cancel it if it happens. Pick that up, and then another running R1, R2. This guy's attack startup is so slow that it's safe to do that. Played it all today. How am I so warmed up? Pick up well, we need to buy a firebomb. If you don't have 200 souls, you can farm this enemy over here. And all you need to do is run out and then R1, running R1 R2 or whatever. It's like that. You should die. Do that until you have 200 souls. If you kill both of these enemies and you still have 100 souls from using all the souls earlier in the game to get skulls, then you should have enough souls to buy one firebomb. If you don't, and for some reason you like Dark Sign or whatever, you can pick up a soul and a homeward bone and then just run past the ogre and the enemy. And there is going to be an enemy chasing you, but you can kill him. It's just, I like doing it that way. Okay, drop down here. We're going to play it safe. R2, lock on R2. Heal with the Estus Flask. Lock on, running R1, R2. If you want, you can just run through here, but then the enemies will be... I usually do, but then there's going to be enemies here when we open this door, and that's going to be annoying. So, once you heal with the Estus Flask, you don't have to heal anymore. You can check this guy to the right. On Scholar, he shoots early. On Vanilla, he shoots later. This guy, run around him in the back. Sometimes he'll try and... like if you're lagging a lot on your stream or you're like low FPS, sometimes he'll just fall back and try and hit you. That guy, you need to run at him and jump. So you just run and jump into him. You'll take a little bit of damage, but it's not a hit. So you just run, jump at him, and then keep running past him. It's like, it's fine, it's safe. It's safer than going up the ladder, because going up the ladder, the guy with the bow will almost, well, he has like a 25% chance or something like that to hit you. I don't know exactly the chance, but it's something around that. Okay, so you take your firebomb, you like line your head up. It's not even really specific. You can hit any of these other bombs. I just like to go for this one. And if you miss just a little bit in front, it'll work. And if you're like a little bit behind, it'll probably work too. As long as you don't hit on the enemies. You're not trying to hit the enemy with the firebomb. Then you can just run through. You can jump about here if you want. But I don't know. I don't think it's that safe. Alright, here's the last of the crazy melee strats. Because, you know, melee, am I right? So, I used to use witching runes on these guys, but it's way safer to do this. You aggro the first guy and quickly get back. Then what you're going to do, bring him out a little bit, bait an attack. It's almost always, I'm pretty sure it's actually always that attack. Then do a running R1, R2. Thank you, Mr. Sir. If this guy with the halberd shows up, he won't attack you. Don't even try and kill him. He'll just run past you. He'll run all the way to the giant memory. His name's Terry, by the way. And then we can just do the exact same thing with this guy. Or you know what you can do? You can just run straight at him and do a running R1, R2. But I like to bait him out again if I'm playing safe. because that recovery is way longer than the startup animation if you just straight up run at him. So I have these equipped because when we go down this elevator, we're going to kill a guy with 2 witching urns. If you have the sorcerer class, if for some reason you started with the sorcerer class, it'll only take 1 to kill him. Okay, so we open the door. Normally, I'd run through here and these enemies would still be alive, and it would be a risk to open the door because the guy with the sword or the halberd can just run at you and kill you. But since we killed them, it's not a risk. If you want to just run past them, you can, but maybe for your first run, I'd not take that risk. Because you're probably not familiar. I'm extremely familiar with the moveset of these enemies, so like I know pretty much everything they can do. This guy is like, by the way, will like immediately kill you. His S-stock attack is too fast for you to roll it. He'll follow it up immediately after he, like it'll be poke poke and he'll roll catch you. Okay, so line him up. Make sure you're a little bit off this wall so that, because like I think when you're throwing the witching urn, it goes behind you. It like spawns behind you and then throws, just like magic. Magic does the same thing. So sometimes if you throw a witching urn, it'll hit this wall if you're like back against the wall and you throw it. So I like get off a little bit. Just like I go to the wall and get off and go forward a little bit. Try not to aggro him. This is enough space. Even here is enough space to actually hit him. Maybe even here. I don't know. I wouldn't test that, but here works. And then he'll just, sometimes he'll run straight at you, but that's like a very low percent chance, and that's usually if he knows you're there. So he'll like turn and then you'll hit him and then he'll run at you. But I don't think it can just happen. I've never seen it. Maybe on like low FPS or something, because sometimes low FPS changes how the game works. I don't know exactly how, but it's in very weird ways. Like jumping is different in 20 FPS and stuff, and like it'll work differently in when the game is lagging too. So if you're lagging a lot on stream and you're dropping frames, enemies will behave slightly differently and it'll throw you off. So here the guy is standing, you throw 2 at him. Well, you throw 1 at him and he'll just do this. He'll be looking this way and he'll like lock onto you this way, and he'll just face you and he'll just move to the left. To the left, 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 and then it'll come at you. So you have plenty of time to get that second one in. Don't go slow. Like don't. I get the second one off fast. I'm just saying, like you have plenty of time. Even if you miss somehow, you'll probably still be able to get him. Okay. So the giant fight, what we're gonna do is we're gonna bait him out on the left foot. So we're gonna go to his left foot and then make him stomp. Go back to the. Well, we're gonna make him stomp. While he's stomping, go to the right, then go back, punish, and just gonna repeat that. So here at the start of the fight, though. Gonna go through, we're gonna run at him straight, and then we're just gonna punish. We're gonna be like facing like the opposite direction he's facing through his legs, and we're just gonna punish his left foot. He'll do a slam every single time. He'll do a hand slam on the floor and he won't hit you. He'll never do a swipe. Even if he does and I just have terrible memory, then he still won't hit you because you'll be on the left leg. And that swipe will never hit you if you're on this position we are in the left leg. So it's safe. Just make sure you get back in time. It's like run at him like this. And we're gonna rotate and then his left stomp, go to the right, go back and hit, go to the right, go back and hit, go to the right, go back and hit. Just do this until he pulls his arm off. And then we're gonna punish like 3 times. You can go for a 4th like that. He'll do a left stomp. If he jumps, okay, if he jumps, walk away, and then when he starts doing this little run here, go towards him. Because it gives you enough time to react to the really rare attack. This, just stay at his right foot. He's not giving me the left stomp. There's a really rare attack he has where he just falls down. It'll almost never happen in this, but it can. What happens is he'll just like fall backwards, like he'll just fall down. Not backwards. He'll fall forwards, and if you wait and then when he starts running, run through, you have just enough time to roll out of the way of it. If you just run straight at him and he does it, I think it's possible for him to cue it early and you'll get hit, but I don't know. I'm like, I think it's like 70%. I'm 70% sure that it'll happen. You'll get hit by that. I don't know if you don't do it that way when that attack happens, because it's gonna happen at some point. I mean, unless you do the left stomp perfectly every time and you never get a jump. I get a jump all the time, but okay. So 13,000 souls. If you kill all the enemies we kill and it's like all correct, and you should, if you don't have 13,000 souls, farm this guy again. I mean, it doesn't hurt. It's not that hard. And we need 2 bright bugs. Don't buy the fragrant branch. You'll probably think fragrant branch, but you need 2 bright bugs instead. And then we'll go back and buy the 3rd one later. Technically, we could use the last giant soul right now, but if we do, it could mess up our leveling. So I put on the ring, I drop down, and then I run. I get here, I life gem because we boned out. I'm getting rest. I like to put bright bug before the witching urn, and then here. Okay, here. What I do is I jump on the second line. I run and go to the door, roll through the door, and then I'm gonna run around up the stairs. There's gonna be a guy after I go up the stairs on the next set of stairs when you take a left. He can do an attack, so if he does, I'll have to roll it and then recover a little bit of stamina if I roll it. If not, then just recover and run. Then go to the left of this enemy. Look at that. Go to the left of the enemy. And, yeah, that's why you don't stand here and do nothing for eternity. Go to the left of the enemy and roll an arrow if it happens. And then you just jump into the fog wall. Or just keep running to it. And if you jump into the fog wall, you're pretty much guaranteed to not get hit. So, you don't need to heal there. I just accidentally did that, I guess. And also, yeah, jump at the second line. They'll miss me. I 2-aim my left hand, so I open the door quicker. Because they'll open the door faster. Roll through the door. Gonna run at the top of those. Up here. This guy can attack you. He didn't that time. Roll the arrow. Because I went around the left, he didn't hit me. See? If I went around the right, I would have been dead. Roll through the middle there, and then kill him. There's a new strat where you can do this without rolling, but I haven't really practiced it enough to actually do it consistently. Then put on your gear and put on Ring of Blades. Now you can get rid of the short sword. We don't need it anymore. Alright. So when you get rid of it, we can now pick up this item here. Pick up the large shard, jump over here, run to the chest, and then you can punch that guy for like 360 souls. When he puts up his shield, you can go and grab the chest. Dude, I probably got this really weird noise in my microphone, like there's a gust of wind going on, so that's probably infuriating. So let me just turn the fan off. And then when you pick up the item, the regular silver serpent ring, this, and the fragrant branch. Oh, nice. Yeah, when I was listening back on one of my runs where I had the fan going on, it was terrible, so. Keck W. Okay. Well, let's go back to Majula. Because it passed. You can talk to her and then just run. Wow. Gonna open that up, and then we're gonna get the rapier. Make sure you talk to her on the way back again too, because now when you go and talk to her, she'll give you the the ability to level. So yeah, grab the short bow. It's what we're gonna be using. I think, yeah, in shulva you can get the plus like 7 longbow, whatever. I'm not gonna get it. No, it's not mocking swords. Um, I'm actually doing it to help him out. We're gonna buy the rapier, and then we're gonna buy 9 shards, 50 iron arrows, and 50 regular. I go to 51. If you want to go 50, you can. I don't care. It's just fast to go 51 because then you don't have to mess with the menuing. If you still have the short sword, don't accidentally upgrade that. Go to +4, and then +2 on the bow and rapier and whatever. We have a fragrant branch, so that's nice. Now we can level and not just spam a bunch of dialogue. 14 ADP. I always go 14 after Pursuer. If you're gonna do Dragon Rider in the run, you can go 14 before you go to the forest, but whoops. Gonna need the last giant soul. You can use it and buy the bright bug, and then we're gonna use the rest of the souls we have to get skulls. And I'm guessing that you're gonna want to, on your first run, go to the Shaded Woods. I usually just go down and kill Ron right now, but yeah, on Shulva route, it wouldn't hurt to kill. I mean, to get some souls first. So we're gonna get souls, and we're gonna get RTSR before we go down to the first rotten. Yeah, past Saxon Swords are doing the. Sounds like a band name. They're doing this run like against each other as like a casual race or something. So thought I told them I was gonna go make a tutorial offline like 2 months ago, and I never did it. So here we go. So we're gonna unpetrify the statue here. Oh, also put on these arrows. I forgot to do that. And then we're gonna look up here, and right about now throw the skull. As soon as you can use this guy on the right here coming out as a cue. Then throw another one. It should take 3 regular arrows, or you can do 1 fire arrow and 1 regular arrow. There's a 2000 soul over there, but it's risky, so I'm not gonna get it. And here we can also, you know, we'll just do it at the box, whatever. You can get rid of the +0, but we'll do it at the box on the bonfire. This guy run around the left. Roll it for safety if you want. Here, rolling here is kind of tricky on this guy, so you can just throw a skull. Just miss you. You have to come, by the way, this place isn't optional. So even if you decide that you don't want the soul, so pick that up and roll to the left, by the way. Even if you decide that you don't want the stuff that's here until late game, you still have to come here to go to Drang Lake Castle anyway. So you're gonna have to do all this with the skulls. So if you end up changing your route and doing this part later, remember that you're still gonna have to waste the skulls. So shoot this guy. I don't know if. Okay, yeah, I think that wasn't a headshot, but sometimes when I have a low-level bow and I shoot these guys, and it's not a headshot, they don't die in 1 hit. But okay, this guy, if you're gonna roll him and not throw a skull, I'll practice it a bunch. And we don't really have enough skulls to where we can't, like, to where we just throw a skull and run. You'd have to cut out one of the ones in forest. Like, you probably don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna show you how to roll it. You run here, roll, roll. Super simple. It'll just be kind of close, especially on low ADP. If you line yourself up with this tree here, he like doesn't want to get you. until later. It takes them longer, so you have more time to bone out. Yeah, here. Okay. We can put in if you didn't discard the human effigy, you can put it in the box and then put the regular silver serpent ring in the box. You need the +1. Accidentally press A. What's up, killer? Okay, so here we're gonna shoot this tree. And if a forlorn here happens, we don't have enough arrows to kill him, really. So just run to the fight. Run to Nashka. We're not going to fight the boss in this run, but just run there. Oh, really? Guidance helps you find illusory walls? That's cool. Okay, we're going to pick up this item here. The 2000 soul. We don't need buffs, so we're okay. Shoot this tree. We're going to stay to the left. Get your rapier out. One hand, two hand, doesn't matter. You're running R1 on this tree. There's a guy over there that's gonna go to the tree. Shoot this tree, and then the guy like there, watch him go into the tree. When he attacks it, you can run. I usually run before he attacks it because I know he's gonna attack it, but sometimes he'll, if you're like, if you melee him or if you're too close, he'll aggro onto you, and then the tree doesn't work. Here's the +1 Chloranthy ring or stamina ring, whatever. So now we have these 4 rings on. When you find Pharaoh's illusory walls, it says to check your surroundings. See this guy? Sometimes he can shoot you if you're close enough to him. He has an aggro wall, so I don't think he can follow you all the way up here. Maybe I'm wrong. Yes, he has an aggro wall. If you get high enough, you can just go back. Here, actually we should rest. I usually rest just in case. Or, no, I don't really do that anymore. I used to, though. Here, we're not gonna jump. Sometimes I accidentally jump. Just run. Wait, no, I'm stupid. That's the wrong route. Never mind. Don't set up RTSR. We're gonna come up here, and we're gonna jump over here. Yeah, we're not gonna fight Nashka on purpose. If we have Forlorn, we can just run to her and then bone out. I should still show you where she is. Roll through that and then pick up this. I'm pretty sure the bow won't break it. I think if the bow is like +10 or whatever, it'll break it or something. But I don't know. The object damage of the bow isn't high enough to break it. I don't know if we'll need this, but I'm gonna get it in case. This chest here. To get it on Scholar, you shoot this guy. Well, you shoot him, you can put on your soul gear because it's free souls. You can do this over and over, by the way, to farm souls too, if you don't want to farm the guy in forest. So he dies, and actually I think he ends up not respawning at some point. Just jump over here to the right too, so you don't aggro that guy. And up here, there's 2 possible Forlorn triggers. You can either trigger here, or you can trigger at the fog wall. And they can be back to back if you go to the boss and leave. Okay, so pick up the chunk here. I don't even know. I'm not sure if we'll need it. We probably will. Yeah, we probably will. So, get it. I don't know the exact limitations of... I can't really remember exactly the limitations of shulva, but I think we're okay. So pick up that chunk. Stay to the left here, so... and just run around so that guy doesn't aggro. There's gonna be a dude following you, but he's like... he's nothing. And then we're gonna grab this soul. But if you get Forlorn, just run to the fight and like... bone out immediately, then come back and grab all the things. Whoops. Alright, so I'll show you what happens if you get Forlorn. If you get Forlorn, you gotta run through here. No, I don't, dumb bot. And if you get Forlorn, you're gonna run up here. You're gonna enter the fog wall. Don't buff or whatever. You're not gonna actually fight the fight. This is only if you have Forlorn. Stay to the right here. Roll the attack and then immediately bone out. She'll come up and stuff, but doesn't matter. And now you have all the souls. I'm gonna put these on. The soul of a brave warrior. We're good. Actually, we gotta go get the Bastille first. So, whoops. 1480p. Okay. So before we go and kill Rotten, we're gonna get Bastille, and we're gonna go like +6 or something. This guy, you can bow him down. I'd recommend bowing him down if you're not used to his moveset, but I'm just gonna melee him for time's sake. For this guy, we're gonna run up here. Actually, if you bow him down, he'll be walking towards you, so you have to wait for him to go all the way back. When he's on the way back, if he's walking on the way back, when this rock here, you can barely see it, but this rock is showing, then you shoot it. But if he's coming this way, if he steps over the first rock here, and I'll point it out when we get down there, then he'll fall off. So he steps over it now, and we can shoot, and he'll fall off. That's probably really hard to see and like sad, but it's these two right here. This one and this one. If he's walking this way, when this rock here that I just stepped over is showing, you shoot and he'll fall. Shoot at the barrel with a fire arrow, by the way. That's what I'm talking about. And if he's coming this way, whenever he steps over this rock, this one, shoot the barrel and it'll fall off. Here we want to roll through the barrels so that if Forlorn or this guy gets all the way down here and attacks, then he won't just explode the barrel and hit us. We got a gold pine resin now. Here, if a Forlorn happens, you can either, what you can do is you can guard break him off here. And I think there is another Forlorn strat on the, I don't know what it is. The Hills Discord. Somebody found it or whatever. It's probably pretty good. I just don't remember it. So you're gonna walk up to him here. You're gonna shoot him. When he starts turning around, roll back and run. Alright, if that happens, we have to bone out. That's rare. Usually doesn't do that. Now you have to do the whole area over again, but it's fine. There's nothing you can do about that if that happens. It's RNG. So I tried to prevent it, and that didn't work, so. Usually doing it that way prevents it, but got unlucky that time. So I'm gonna wait for him to come back and have that rock showing. I mean, sorry for him to step over that one. So steps over it, fall off and die. Roll through the barrels again, because they just have to respawn. This one works too. Okay, so here, I got the Forlorn. Alright, cool. Like I did aggro. So he can spawn in two places. He can either spawn over here, or I think he spawns like up at the tower or something. I'm probably gonna screw this up, but I don't care. It's been a while since I've actually got this. Last time I got him, I just killed him with arrows. try and do it like that. Make him fall off. Alright, so he's climbing the ladder. When he does that, get down. I like to shoot him when he's over here just in case I have to use arrows to kill him. Alright, I screwed up, so just get out of the way. And then run back here. This is just in case the guard break never works. It might work, but this is just in case. Alright, so here. Gonna roll and then run. This is really scary, by the way. You need 1480p for this guy if you have him. Poison everything in 3 hits. Nice. Do you poison bosses in 3 hits? Oh my god. No, never mind. Okay. Where'd he go? There he is. He'll get to the top and then he'll just come back down. Alright, I screwed it up. Okay, okay. Oh, he killed himself. Okay, yeah. Whoop. That's great. That never happens. But, okay, cool. So, yeah, you just do that until you get, God, I literally can't physically do it. This. So you look up and that'll knock him out. Yeah. Every king, I'd just kill him with damage. Dude, really? Oh my god. So I'm getting the worst RNG possible here. That's cool. At this point, I'd go back and buy like 40 more arrows. Because you're probably out of arrows if you keep bowing this guy. Yeah, this is really annoying. Dude, if you use fire to kill enemies, this is probably like hell. Like on base game or whatever. Oh my god, I hope I don't get this on base game. I have to kill him with like regular arrows. Okay. Steps over it, shoot. Falls off, dies. Come around here. Thank you for actually finishing your animation. Okay, so usually I melee this guy when we're going back, but this time we're gonna go up. Check to see if he's following you. He is. Climb up here. He's attacking from underneath. He can probably hit you. Definitely won't be able to hit you on top of this thing though. He's in like the most irritating position possible. You can shoot pyro, but I don't know if you can do it while you're up here. You can do it if you're on the floor. And yeah, you can feel free to waste your arrows on this guy. Would it be better for me to infuse my scorpion stingers with poison to keep them raw for damage? Depends on what fight you're doing. I would just go for damage, or I'd level up for damage. Yeah. So if this happens, you have to kill both the dogs. We have enough damage to bow them before they get to us, which is cool. So if you have a firebomb, somehow you can throw one, or you can just use another fire arrow. You can't use a fire arrow on the barrels back there because it doesn't have, I mean, sorry, a fire bomb on the barrels back there because it doesn't have enough range. Make sure both the dogs are dead, and then don't rest, just light it. Now we're gonna pick up this chest here. This chest, and then the chest there. Go talk to him. 1, 2, 3. Gonna upgrade the rapier to +6. Now +7. A PvP against a magic user would be better. First of all, magic shield, so don't power stance the scorpion stingers. And then, damage for sure. Damage. Okay, I think at least. Here we need like 6. That's why we get these souls, by the way. Nice. Okay, +7, +6. Magic shield. Alright. So if we use all 3 of these, that's enough for the cat ring. And we can farm enemies wherever. No echo? Yeah, I fixed it. I just restarted the stream and it started working. So don't level here, whatever. Just +7, +6. I'm used to not going to Bastille on Shulva also, so that was scary because I thought I was gonna screw it up. All that annoying forlorn crap. At least you get to see the forlorn, though. That's nice. Alright. Okay. So here, we need to get a ring for this drop. If you can level to higher than 776 health, then that works too, but I'm just gonna get this ring. So join his covenant. Yeah. I think it was Streamlabs. Streamlabs OBS, why? Alright, so join the Blue Sentinels, the Wave Blue or whatever it's called. I don't know. It says Wave Blue and he says Blue Sentinels. And you need that blue seal, whatever thing. And then that increases your health a little bit. And now you're at 780. And 780 is enough to drop down a bit. It'll be kind of close though, so make sure you take off all your stuff except for the cat ring and the blue seal. If you're online, by the way, if you're offline, you don't need to do this, but if you're online, for some reason, if you're online, abandon the covenant. The seal should still work for health, but you won't be in the covenant anymore. So carefully drop down. It'll be close, but you won't die, which is cool. Heal, drop down right here. It's better than the SL1 drop without the blue seal. And heal the full again. And then just run to the right. You can heal with a Radiant Life Gem. And at this point you can put on your rings like this. So, Silver Cat, Silver Serpent, Chlorothy Ring, Cat. And then when you drop here, You can put on the rapier and the bow. You can put on all this stuff again when you get down at the bottom. I just feel like it's easier. So for some people to do it in segments. When your health gets as high as it can here. Oh yeah, Vanquisher's Seal, right. And Slumbering. You're gonna run and then turn to left and plunging attack. You can also just run straight, I think, or jump here, but I always don't like this. It's probably safer to jump, but I don't know. I've never tried it. Here, just roll forward, like move forward and roll forward. And then when you get on here, use the point gesture. And you'll fall down and pick up the homeward bone. If you're a little more left and you fall down with a point gesture, it'll line you up perfectly with the homeward bone, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, you want cat ring on for this part, by the way. Just don't forget that. I don't need that guy. Drop down here and run. If you want, you can bow those guys, but I'm just used to running. After first rotten, by the way, we're gonna go back and buy some arrows. Just to let you know. I know we have low arrows, but for shulva at least. Here, just run to the right of this guy. You can backstep here. Always backstep so it lines up perfectly. Sit down at the bonfire. Make sure you rest here and not light it and then run, because if you light it and then run, the enemies are going to be all weird. We already used the one fragrant branch we need, other than the one that they give us right before the boss. So here, make this guy do an attack, get out of the way, and then do a running R1 and unlock as soon as you kill him. So there's another enemy that's way above you could lock on, and if that happens, you could end up accidentally just falling off. So pick up that item and bone out. That's the Titanite chunk. That'll be useful for the rapier getting to +10. You can rest again to fully heal, so you don't have like a little bit of health loss, which is very annoying to see. If you're going fast, just don't rest, then you can just keep running. Here, stay to the left of that guy, stay to the right of this guy, and then jump here. If you're scared of baby jump, when you pick up the Titanite chunk, you can just keep going. Bait this guy, and kill him. Get your bow out. Bow that guy. If he does do an attack, you can roll into it. And I'm pretty sure you won't get hit with 14. You can throw one of those there. Drop down right here. And shoot him. Pick up the poison. Or you can shoot him up there. But when you're up there and you use a witching urn, the bugs and the enemy can hit you before you finish. So run to the right of the statue and jump down. Also get down there quickly, because that guy there's a guy up there that can hit you. And then jump on the pots. Wow, this place is fast paced, dude. It's hard. It's like, it doesn't seem that fast whenever you're just going, because there's like a rhythm. But when you're like trying to teach people how to do it, it's weird. It throws off the rhythm of all the enemies. For shulva route, we need this first bonfire. I'm gonna go through, kill rotten, get arrows, and then take a break. Not in stream, but BRB. Here, I like to line up about here. You can be a little more to the left or the right. Maybe not too far to the right, because then this guy will hit you. One of these statues, I don't remember. I think it's this one. No, it's the one behind. And then just run like that. Stop here, right before this rock, so that that guy doesn't shoot at you. You can. All right, we got Forlorn. Doesn't matter which one it is. Drop down immediately. If it's the one closer, you've got to be like fast on this. If it's the one away, then you have some time. See that guy right there? That's Forlorn. Hi, Forlorn. He was here earlier. Break these statues with consumables. Once he's past these two night crawlers, jump. If it's the one that's earlier, good luck. Here, run to the left and through. If you get the invader and not forlorn, running to the left like that will still work. This hand dude, whatever guy, when you're over here against this wall, or dude, hollow guy, this is a forlorn spawn, so I can just stand here. This guy cannot attack you. He literally won't. So you can stand here for like 2 hours and he probably won't attack you. The forlorn is stuck now, by the way. Since we waited for him to pass the night crawlers, there's no possible way of him getting back. See? He's stuck. Usually gets stuck behind the first one, but he won't chase us. Alright, thanks for coming, killer. See you in a bit. Yeah, I'm like pretty sure he's like permanently stuck there. Drop down here and run to the left. And then go to the boss. Okay, Rotten. Rotten is extremely consistent. We're gonna bait out and strafe. Sometimes we'll roll, but we'll pretty much strafe every attack except for the left-handed axe slam. We're gonna roll that every single time. So at the start of the fight, we're gonna just sprint right at him. So sprint right at him. That keeps him where he is. Any of these axe slams, we're gonna roll them. We can strafe those. And we're gonna roll away. And then on the axe slam, we're gonna roll away and then roll back. +7 does good damage here. That one you can outspace, but it's better just to roll it in case. You don't have to punish that grab. You can't really punish that grab at the start, so you can't get counter damage off of a grab. Thanks. So yeah, on the slashes, you can roll in and get punishes if you want. So you roll back after that. This one, just time your roll so that the hand doesn't hit you. And if you're away, when the hand, like if you're really far away on that attack for some reason, he'll slam down and then you just have to run to the right. And he'll slam down with the axe, you run to the right, and then this stuff will go. Thanks, Keeper. There, I made sure that I wasn't too close, just in case something weird happened. You don't have to do that, I just thought I would. Yeah, there's the fight. Super easy. You can just bone out immediately after the fight. After you put on your gear, you can just bone out immediately. Unless you take like 0.1 second to put on the gear. We don't need this blue seal anymore. Actually, we do. Yeah, we do. We do. We can go back to McDuff Workshop and buy some arrows. Then I'm gonna go eat lunch and I'll be back. By like 500. Okay. And +7 +6. You still want to be at +7 +6. Don't go +7 +7. That's a bad idea. Okay. I'm gonna BRB. Go to Majula just to be safe. And I'll be back. Yay. Let me turn down the game volume first though. Hi, I'm back. Alright. So, we got the arrows. We have 1480p. Plus 7 plus 6. Now we're gonna go kill some giants. With the poison arrows we picked up from the pot next to the guy. I didn't explain that when I picked them up, but those poison arrows that we picked up from the pots earlier in the area. These are going to be important. So I don't really know an RTSR setup for here, but we don't need RTSR really. Stop here again. Look this way. I never really do this in runs, so it's not like necessary, but it's way safer to just blow those up and then run. Run that way and then roll this way. Jump down here. Stay as left as you can so that you don't spawn the invader. If you get forlorn, just go the same way and roll. And run to the boss. Okay, here. You want to poison this guy on the left first, so you can aim for his head. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another strat, by the way. Bent Pigeon's guide, which I think Swords is using. He probably does this a different way, where he like stands in the spot or whatever. But I've always done it like this, so this is another way to do it. And if you never miss a poison arrow ever, then this will work, and you'll still have 4 poison arrows for the late game. If you do miss one, it's okay. You can poison with RTSR or with throwing knives later in the game. Okay. I missed. That's fine. We'll be okay. Alright, so this guy on the right here is poisoned. Hit him with regular arrows because you have like 500. We also have extra small arrows if we need them. Guess you could also sit here and kill them with arrows like damage, but that just sounds like pain. Yeah, we could. Nice. Imagine missing 2. You get the forgotten key. You can bone out or whatever. If you allow quit outs while enemies are aggroed on, you only have to kill 1. And then you just quit out and come back in and you'll get the key. Okay, so now that we have this key, we have to go and grab the second key. It's the key to the key. Which is kind of lame, but yeah. And then we can go grab the key and then get the thing. Yeah? Okay, Blue Seal, take off your stuff, heal, so you get all that health for Blue Seal back. And we're gonna drop down again. You can heal with whatever. left here, go to the right here, and then drop down. Now we are going to need to buy some homeward bones. Just need that item there, the dragon talon. Put my rapier back and my things. Buy all 10 of these, and now we have the dragon talon, which is the DLC key for shulva. And now we can go to the hidden chamber, fight Rotten one more time. And maybe be on our way. So yeah, first 2 fights and then second 2 fights is how I do it. Some people will probably go 1 Rotten, then do shulva, come back and do the last 3. But we're gonna do 1 Rotten and then do the rest. Okay. Never buff on Rotten, by the way. It's a terrible idea. Stay to the left again. That one won't hit you. The invader will invade, and you'll be okay, because nothing can reach you in time. There are 2 invaders here, so run straight at them. Sometimes Rotten can be like dim, like hard to see. It's like a bug or something. It kind of looks cool though. He's really close, so yeah, we're okay. Thank you. I used to get this all the time. It's been a while. Yeah, we're not really going for arm breaks. We're really just going for damage. So I like the earliest you can have phase 2. I don't know. Just make sure you're paying attention to his attacks. So I like to look up at him. That was too close. I had to roll it. You have a lot of room here. A lot more than you think. I know it because I had a lot more than I thought. Get all this area back here in case you have to run attacks and stuff. Alright. Here you can light the primal bonfire for whenever you kill the last Rotten. And then go to shulva. We're gonna open the door, run to the bonfire past the waking dragon dude thing. I mean, we can take off poison arrows too. And replace it for wood arrows. If you don't need to do damage and you just need to shoot little statues, you can use the wood arrows. Just in case I die, I'm gonna make a safe state here. I could technically die if something stupid, like a forlorn kills me or something. So let me leave an item. Dang it, you can't leave boss souls. Leave the resin. So I'm gonna get speed souls save states on, and we'll make one. Let's do scholar. Make one. plus 7 plus 6 shulva any percent. Alright. When you leave an item in the game, it saves the game, so you don't have to quit out for save states. I think you can also discard, but I'm not sure. I just leave because I'm not sure if discard works. This here doesn't count as a stagger. This animation, because it's pretty much unavoidable. You can roll it and whatever, but it doesn't count as a hit. Team hitless would not count that as a hit. Oh, also, a rapier durability is a little low because we fought rotten, so we should rest. And we can also get rid of this dumb spice. So make sure you have cat ring on. You can bow this guy or just kill him. This guy's arrow is kind of fast. The arrow's still coming. Drop down here. Go to the back corner. Shoot it with one of the wood arrows. Heal. And here we go. Alright, let's go. Get the skull ready. Gonna run around here. Throw a skull this way. Jump. Stay to the right of the wall. There's gonna be an arrow from that guy that's gonna shoot at you. It's gonna go past you. There's gonna be an arrow here to the left of you. It'll probably hit the ground, but sometimes it'll go flying left of you. It'll never hit you. Pick up the Sanctum Mace. Run here and then take a left turn. Pull out your Homer Bone and check for Forlorn. If you get it, go to the elevator in there. There's gonna be a dude called Sin that's gonna blow him up. Sin's pretty cool. Gotta love Sin. Great fight too, honestly. Except there's a couple of bugs. It's like animation. Here you can use the Soul of the Rotten. That gives you enough time to just run straight through. Almost, but pretty close. Alright, usually I YOLO this place and just hope I don't get Forlorn, but that's kind of stupid, so we're not going to do it. We're going to kill the enemy first. Wow. She usually attacks, like, and tries to hit you. But this time she didn't, I guess. You can kill this guy with a bow. If you want. He's kind of stuck. That guy's gonna walk out there on the bottom. I'm surprised he's not, like, sprinting. Alright, so there, we killed the guy with the arrow. Kill this guy too. Try not and fall off. If you fall off, you're stuck. It's annoying here. This guy's gonna take forever to kill. Try not and accidentally hit the thing on the floor. Yay, stagger. Okay, killed him. Alright. Just make sure you don't aggro these ghosts. You're probably not going to aggro them if you just run through here. Get this guy. I'm going to kill him. Oh my god. Okay. That's annoying. Okay. Let me do the other strat then. It's stupid. I was gonna kill these guys, but apparently that's impossible, so let's do this instead. What you would do other than this, because apparently I forgot how to play the game, is this. You'd shoot this little thing on the floor over and over until it gets to the place you want it to be at, which is this guy's health. So don't kill the guy on the floor. You can kill the guy with the bow, but don't kill the guy on the floor, and don't kill these guys on the right side. Just wait till it gets to here, and then drop down, check for a forlorn. If you don't get it, run through. If you do get it, just keep going, and don't hit the thing on the floor. And then kill forlorn, which is going to be like impossible, but yeah, good luck. Here, melee this bug, he'll stagger. And then I usually just drop down and run for it. So that happens, just kind of circle around and hope. There we go. If I was running on the right there, I would have died. So it's safer to run through the left. You can go up there and kill all these enemies, but I just don't do that. Probably should. Yeah, sorry about that thing earlier with the hit. That was stupid. Okay, so now you want the rings to look like this. So you replace the soul ring with Flynn's. Literally the dumbest hit in all time. Of all time. And now we're gonna run under here, so she doesn't shoot at you. Kill her. If you have the +7 bow, you'll kill her faster, which is nice. Go here. Shoot this thing. And then what I do is I aggro him. Run. This guy aggroes. Misses you every time. You climb the ladder. They're all gonna miss you. And then you shoot this instead of throwing a firebomb at it. Okay, guy is following you. Ghost room. It's not too hard, honestly. You just have to get him across and make them fall. Always know where your dudes are. Even if you're not used to claw grip here, then just practice doing claw grip on this place, or use auto run. Maybe you don't really have to use claw grip. It's just like that's like terrible RNG. It's just safer, I think. That's really annoying. If he was facing the other way, he would have jumped off. Make sure you know where your dudes are. Like I could fall off. He did. 2 guys fell off. I think. Yeah, 2 did. That's cool. So it's like 1,000 souls each for these guys, so pretty good deal. Easy. You bone out. Alright, so Flynn's Ring, you have the Sanctum Mace, and now we're gonna get Bonfire Ascetics. Here you already lifted this thing up, so you can just run past the enemies. I think the bow's over there on the right if you want it, the +7 bow or whatever. Throw a skull here. Jump. Or you can just shoot this guy and like 80% of the time I'll just run. Sometimes I'll stand there for a bit and then run. Arrow. Miss me. Go to the left. Drop down. Check for Forlorn. And here, what you can do is aggro both of them. Come up here. To the elevator. If you want to save a skull. Or you can just throw a skull. And then when they're both behind you, just run. Or you can like go forward, turn around and throw a skull. But that's right there. I came up with it. I thought it was pretty cool. He like doesn't follow you. He'll stop after a bit. As long as you're like getting through here quickly, you should be okay. It's the same chance of him following you with the skull, pretty much. Make sure you're not standing in front of this open door. So here's how I kill this first one. Hold the arrow, peek, shoot. Hold the arrow, peek, shoot. Do this over and over again. Should never attack you. Because she doesn't know where you are. She won't do an attack when you're facing away. Alright, when she sticks her hand up like that, she's gonna do the poison cloud, which will like instant poison you. And that's bad. So here you can kind of do the same thing without a skull, or you can throw one, but we've used so many. You just lock on. You can strafe it. Shoot. Strafe it. Or you can roll if you're not feeling very confident. Alright, when she does that, just shoot quickly so that only one spawns. Like, walk a little more on that two-hand attack. Because it's homing. You can also roll it. Alright, no poison. And then pick up the bonfire aesthetic and get out. One hit, that's not bad for, you know, not having practiced this place in a bit. Pretty good. Alright, so now we're gonna go back to Majula We're gonna level our ADP to 24. No, we'll go 32. Get all 3 bright bugs. Now you have 6. $32. 15 stamina. And now we're gonna fight the rest of the rottens, which we have 2 left. Don't forget to use a bonfire aesthetic before you go there. And then we're just gonna do the same fight again. With a little more stamina and a little more iframes. ADP impacts your iframes if you didn't know. Make sure you have Flynn's on for that extra damage. And when you have Flynn's on, don't have your gear on. That's risky, don't do that. On that slash, you can punish twice. That's the only one we really have to roll. You can strafe everything else. And then swap out the cat ring for silver serpent and leave. You can keep the silver serpent ring instead of cap ring for the next fight. Run at him again. Again, that's really risky. Punish twice. It's just the same fight 4 times. It's kind of boring, but it's not as boring as the late game of DS1 and High Wall in DS3. Nice. That's why you can't punish a grab attack too early, because then it does no damage. It's a DS2 thing. Yeah, we don't really need to do arm breaks, but if you want, you can. I'm just going for damage. You want to know how to do the arm break stuff? Gino Machino is a dude to look at. Alright, cool. I actually have a clip of him doing it. The first Rotten with his like RTSR setup. You don't have as much room, but it's fine doing it that way. Okay, Dex is gonna be pretty high. You go 40. And then I guess 40. 40, 40, that sounds good. Okay, we're not at a million yet. Use all 3 of these. Use all 3 of these. And we're gonna have to kill Dragon Rider now. Or not. Got him. Thought we were gonna have to kill Dragon Rider. We don't have to kill Dragon Rider. If you need to farm a little bit of souls because you're at like 999 or whatever, just kill the dude in here over and over again. Like shoot him where you'd get the Titanite chunk. Make him fall over and over until you get enough. Or farm the guy in Forest. Now we need to go to the Ruined Fork Road. Buy a ton of arrows. We're gonna buy 999 of 2 different types. And if you picked up the +7 bow, you'd have a +7 longbow here, but short bow gang. Kill him. You can melee this guy. But if you want, you can just go all the way back here, behind there. Then he should be standing still and you can bow him. Sanctum Ace. Okay. The Sanctum Ace RTSR setup, it's when you have enough stamina, it's backstep running and then R2. Sometimes it won't work because in specific spots the game doesn't fill up poison all the way. When it gets to the first tick, heal with Estus. It's this tick right here. This one. And then just swap back to the rapier. And switch the red tearstone ring for the soul ring. Or the other way around. Now you do more damage. 2-shot that guy. 2-shot this guy. You can 2-shot this guy. Get your rapier out here. When this guy here is on this side, so like here, it's okay to run. If he's on the left or if he's close, then just wait. If you're scared of this guy, you can just roll past him and then bow him up here. And then make sure you have 1,000,000 soul memory. You have a little room to work around because I've got 1,002,000, but I'd still be pretty careful. There are some enemies you can farm that have a lot of souls like they give you. Make sure, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run down normally like this. So we don't take any fall damage. Then pick up this item. And I always YOLO this place. Like every single time. So whenever these guys are in like, or they're like both on the same side or they're way far away, it's safe to run. Just sometimes they'll roll at you and then do a dagger poker or something. Make sure you keep your distance. They'll also shoot crossbow shots at you. There's a way to get one of them baited up and then you can kill them or whatever, but I don't do it that way. You can learn it. There's different guides that show that. Just never ever done it before. Here, you want to kill the guy on the left first. That is going to be a direct, perfect shot. The first shot they do is going to be perfectly accurate. The second one will always be at the, like, sky. I'm pretty sure it's always. I mean, I've never seen it not be at the sky. The second shot those guys do is, like, straight up. So that's the attack we want, but I'll show you the one he almost always does. This one. This one he can follow up a third time if you're close, so if you try and punish it, it won't work. But if he does that one, or the attack he did the first time, it's safe to kill him. Okay, here. Get your fire arrows out. And bright bug. Just to make sure. Lock onto this guy and kill him. Now, poison arrows aren't going to work on these guys, so we should save them. We don't even have enough. That bright bug is going to help us out with damage, though. Nice shot. This guy, you want to do body shots to kill him. And then the second guy, you want to take your regular arrows. So you want to heal from RTSR. And you want to take your regular, don't step past here, that's the forlorn trigger. You want to take your regular arrows and you want to body shot them. That way, you hope that it goes to there, but that time it didn't, so RIP. If that happens, and if you get forlorn, kill the forlorn first here, but if you don't, stand here with the regular arrows. You could set up RTSR again, actually, so let me do that. They aren't coming, so I can set it up. Oh, whoops. Never mind, I can't. Can't set it up. That item, that dragon charm, cures poison. Okay, so to set it to get these guys to spawn, run at the door. And they'll spawn. So I guess don't heal from RTSR then. And then what you want to do is bait this guy out for an attack. If he doesn't follow that up, you can punish it. It's just risky. And he also won't stagger. Alright, they spawned again. But somehow they stagger from arrows. I don't get it. The door's gonna open now. Oh, did you see what I did? Yeah, if the right guy doesn't open the door, which is like really annoying, what you can do is you can, you still kill him, right, obviously. You run over here. If you still have RTSR, that's perfect. Bait him out. Stand here. For some reason they're not running. And then you kill the first guy, whatever, for some reason he's not spawning. And then I think it's because I already killed him. And then you kill this, and then you wait for the second guy to come here, bait a melee attack, and then kill him. And if you get forlorn, don't run to the door yet. Make sure you bait him up and down here to kill him. Because you should have enough arrows. And it doesn't matter if you run out of arrows. Just use all your arrows except for poison arrows, if you have like 3 or 4. Then, because right here we can buy a bunch. Hi swords, by the way. I didn't say hi. I have 1 hit on this run. It was just some dumb strat that I tried that didn't work. The strat you use in the place that I died to is fine. So you're gonna buy 999 of each arrow. Get one of these. You can get like 3. That's way overkill, but doesn't hurt. And no problem. And we have 4 Titanite chunks, so we should be able to upgrade our rapier too. Here, I usually parry this guy. I always parry this guy, but it's like kind of risky if you don't know how to parry this guy, so. Oh, no problem, man. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a running R1 R1 again. So running R1 R1 and then get back. And now I'm gonna bow him. You could bow him with the new arrows we just bought. I just haven't switched them out yet. When he has a shield like that, if you shoot him, he won't be blocking. He'll block now. Now we can shoot him. And he's dead. Or you can just aggro him and then bow him the whole entire way. That works too. But now I'm going to switch my arrows out. So I have to roll into the enemy and then kill him. But it doesn't matter how you do that. Okay. There's a risky RTSR setup that you can do here, where if you get forlorn, you just have to run to the boss and bone out. You can also do it on the ladder, but if you rest, you can do the Sanctum Mace here. So that's what I'm gonna do. Sanctum Mace is always it's almost always the best way to set it up. Also, you can drop down the pit again, like you can level up health or use the ring, and you can drop down the pit again, and you can grab 3 poison moss, and then instead of setting it up with the Estus, when you are using the poison moss, you can wait till it gets to RTSR and then just use the poison moss. Okay, here. This guy is like really annoying. So just run at him and kill him. And then get away as fast as possible. Like just run. Okay. Now he is dead. And then you bone out so that they both respawn and they're not roaming around or whatever. And you can just run straight through the door. There are some like 15 dark arrows in that chest, but they're pretty much useless. If he aggroes, then you can kill him over here. He's stuck. He won't be able to get through. And those statue guys are gonna de-aggro. There's also a soul here, if you want. These things, they both cure poison and restore your HP. So if you screw up the setup, you can use those. Here's where you do the risky setup if you don't get forlorn. I mean, if you get forlorn, you just run down there with full health, and you'll get RTSR. It might be full health with Cat Ring. I don't remember though. Because Zoodle is where I found that. I think he came up with that. Or he used it or whatever. You don't need that item, it's a petrified bone. You'll get an invader here. Dodge that guy if he does something stupid. And then we can fight the boss. So if you're gonna bright bug before he invades, because otherwise you won't be able to. Right here. This fight is pretty simple. Just lock on. 1, 2. When he falls. 3. Dodge this attack. Strafe that, and then kill him. You should have enough stamina that if you hit extra, you won't die. On SL1, you have to be more precise with that. By the way, when he puts up his shield, if you back out of the way, he'll take his shield off. So, like, put up your shield again, sir. Put up your shield. Come on, block. Whoa! I've never seen that attack before. I bet it's because I was blocking. Yeah, that's a blocking attack. I didn't know he had one of those. Wow, look at that. That's cool. No way! He has a blocking attack? Can you bait that out and like do a strat or something? I wonder if you can. You can usually strafe all this behind them. So you don't even have to roll any of it, but I'm just rolling it to show you the roll timing. And then, yeah, if you have cat ring on equipped at any time, that's the best one to change out for soul. Just make sure you, the soul ring, and just make sure you change it back. And we don't really need the soul ring anymore here, by the way, for the rest of the game, so you can get rid of it. I don't know if Pigeon does the strat in his guide, but I'm doing it. Oh, you can also use this here to set up RTSR if you want to rest for some reason. Yeah, when we get to Shrine of Amana, we're gonna go and upgrade our rapier. You can do it now, but... Oh, I did that wrong. Whoops. Wasn't paying attention. Make sure you light this bonfire. You need to light this bonfire. This one and the one before are required to light, pretty much, for the run. They're not required, but they're like... Yeah, they're not really required, but they're like extremely useful, because otherwise you have to run through the whole area, and that's hard to do. I used to do it in all bosses base game, but I don't anymore. So sit here and roll. When you hear that sound, that means the enemy is awakened. Has been awakened. Duh. You can kill this guy, and then make sure you watch out for wherever this enemy is. He's over here. Shoot him once, if you can actually get a shot off. And then, okay, we're gonna have to shoot him 2 more times. So, here, and then this will go to the guy. Then get ready to bone out. You don't get any souls from that killing that enemy, by the way, so you don't need to worry about gear or whatever. When he starts turning it to the left, or to his right, that's when I press A. So, now, that perfectly sets it up to when he stops, we get at the bonfire, and we save time. Because if you bone out too early, the elevator won't go. You have to do that whole area again. And if you bone out too late, you're wasting time. So, a little time save I used to do when I speed ran Shulva no hit. I used to go really fast on Shulva. I have a 3-hit run on YouTube, by the way, that's like really fast. It's faster than this. This is already pretty fast. Oh, by the way, swords. I don't get the +7 bow here in this run, but you can totally get it. Like, totally you can get it. I just don't do it, so. It works perfectly getting it with the run. I'm pretty sure you don't need any skulls to get it, so you should be fine. Just make sure you get back. What I would do is I would get the bow, and then once you get it, bone out. So you can just run through again, but I don't know. Like, if you're going to switch to this route, you can still use the shulva route I do here, you can still get the bow. It just might be a little, like, weird. And we're really, really low on homeward bones, because we boned out a lot when I screwed up the Bastille, like, 3 times. I got bad RNG and Forlorn. Like, I got bad RNG, like, 3 times. I think I joined when you said short bow game. Oh, really? Oh, so you joined over there. That's cool. You saw all that. Nice. Good to know. Okay, so you need the key to the whatever thing. King to King's Passage. And I'm just going to show the RTSR setup here because I feel like it. I used to do this. Well, I still would do it if I was going to do the any % route with Nashka. Oh, and I show you how to get to the Nashka fight in this run too, because easier once I learn it. So just so easy to get turned around. It should be easier once I learn the route. Just so easy. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it. This route is like kind of hard. So that was the first one. I didn't explain this. So this is the first, this little triangle with the semicircle or whatever under it. This is like, it looks like a house. So this is like one, right? So you count one, and then at the second one, you like line your head up in the middle here, and then you drop, and you do that twice. Or not twice, like 5 times. Maybe about here would be good for the last drop. There we go. Okay, RTSR. And you can open the door. That's if you don't want to do the, like if you want to rest at the bonfire and then set up RTSR before this area, you can do it instead of the other way. Okay, we're gonna pick up this because we can use the skull later in the run for, or if you already have them, you don't need to pick them up. We're gonna throw one skull for an enemy so we don't have to roll it again, because we roll it in the early game so we don't waste any skulls by accident, but then in the late game we can throw it so that it's safer, because you know you'll probably be more nervous in the late game. We're finally gonna use this gold pine resin here, so about here, bright bug, and then gold pine resin. And if you know how to do the AI loop, you can. I'm just gonna fight him normally because I always fight him normally. I've been fighting him normally since the dawn of time. I've never done a run with the AI loop, so. Jump over. Bait the attack. Sometimes he doesn't do it. Go to his left side. Could have back-ended there. You can follow that up. That is dangerous. I always try and strafe that. That is a really hard roll too if he tracks you well. That is a glitch, but it's fine. It's because I backed up earlier in the fight. Backhand. No. And that's how you... Wait, I don't have the soul ring. What am I doing? That's how you become cool. Thanks for the GG. Yeah, honestly, for players that aren't going to be doing many runs on this game, I'd learn the AI loop. It's not that hard. It's definitely easier than this. I've done the fight normally so many times. Like, I did it before the AI loop was popularized. So, like, it wasn't a thing that you'd find on guides at all. Like, all the newer guides, everyone's like, here's how you do the AI loop. But, like, runners like Hob, and I don't even know if, does, like, Squilla still fight him the normal way? Probably. He's the guy who I learned how to fight him from. Frame drops, that's probably irritating. Wow. Here, I'm probably gonna have to restart the game or something. Do I have any weird applications on? Steam's open. So is... We need speed souls, so... Alright, I'm gonna go back to Majula here and upgrade to like plus 9 or 10 or something. Not 9, you can't get 9. Plus 8 or 10, one of those. And if you wanted to, you could get some more stamina, because 40 is fine for me, but if you want more. Okay, we need one more chunk. We're gonna get one more chunk to go plus 10 in the crypt, and then we can also go like plus 8 or something on the bow. Okay, after you fight Mirror Knight, so after you kill Mirror Knight, you get 3 more bright bugs. You're definitely not gonna need all of these, but get them anyway. Who cares? We're not gonna use one on Demon of Song, but we are gonna use one on the every other boss after it. I might even fight Ancient Dragon for fun, but I don't know. At that point, your souls don't matter, so. Yeah, it'd be nice to get some Ancient Dragon practice, even though it's like super easy. Okay, so it's fine to go back, because then you can just do this setup. I came up with this a while ago. You go to the right of this branch thing. It's coming out of the wall, and then you just roll backwards, and it's perfect RTSR without the cat ring. Now on shortbow, you won't be able to one-shot these, but if you somehow get +10 black bow, which I don't even know how you would do that, I think you'd have to bonfire aesthetic for chunks. You could also get rid of this ring. Spell. I got these bonfire aesthetics. I picked them up in case we want to bonfire aesthetic for chunks, but probably not going to do that. And you can use whatever. I'd recommend using lightning actually the whole way. But magic technically does a little more damage, but it's only 20, and there's like a phenomenon that is a thing in this game where usually damage upgrades aren't actually like a good idea. Like Brightbug, it's actually useful in a lot of scenarios, but sometimes it's not really that useful because it only makes it to where you have to kill him in one more hit. And the magic damage on the arrow being slightly higher than the lightning, that's not enough to make any difference, so it doesn't matter. On black bow, if you don't have perfect stats like 70 dex, if you only have like 40 or whatever, it makes a big difference. It could potentially make it a one-shot. So I usually kill the first two, but we can kill the third one for safety. Lightning arrows are always better. That's the reason why I'm using lightning and not magic, because it doesn't matter. Lightning arrows have way more range than magic, and with lightning you can three-shot these guys, and that's perfectly fine. On longbow +7, there's like a chance that you could two-shot them. Maybe, I don't know though. Maybe if you pick up the dark arrows and you're like really close, you can two-shot them, but it doesn't matter. 3 shots fine. I'm just kind of making estimates. Oh, and by the way, just because it doesn't show the red aura from you, like if you have Brightbug and it doesn't show this red effect, and you have RTSR equipped and you have low health, and the ring thing is on, you still have RTSR, even if it doesn't show the effect. It's the icon. The icon's up here that matters, not the effect around your body. Okay, Bent Pigeon probably does this differently, and whatever he does is probably perfectly fine because he's so good at the game. But I killed 2 casters and then killed this guy from way back here. Literally doesn't even reach him. Alright, and then I go to the right here, go to the edge, two-shot this guy. Where is he? Here. Two-shot this guy. That's for safety, by the way. That's like very safe. You don't really have to kill that guy in the back. I think he does something. He does this, or at least pretty similar. Nice. And then you just murder all the other ones. And we're gonna buy the magic arrows. The reason why we don't just get only lightning, other than the fact that it helps to have a bunch of extra arrows in case we're stuck in a place for 300 years, is the magic arrows have way longer range. I only watched this part, so I'm definitely not set. Okay, you're good, man. So on Guardian Dragon, he's really weak to magic and dark damage, like really weak. And I gotta explain something about Mirror Knight in a second, but he's really weak to magic and dark, like the same weakness, and he's like more resistant to lightning. So what you want to do is, if you have aromatic ooze from the Explorer class, or you picked it up, you use that instead. Or when you're bowing him, you use magic or dark arrows. And the reason why we use magic arrows on that specific boss is instead of dark arrows, even though it's the same damage and it probably does more. Wow, okay, Keither. um, the wow, the guardian dragon, uh, the range of the arrow on the guardian dragon for dark is less than the range for the magic. So when you shoot with the dark arrow and you're far away, it's not even gonna be like it's not gonna be more damage than a lightning arrow. So if you use magic arrows, it's gonna be better though. Hi, Keither. So you're gonna stay to the right, not too far because you're literally gonna fall off, but about here is fine. Maybe even here is okay to not aggro this guy. And you can just run through. If you don't aggro that guy, you save a ton of time and a ton of arrows, so you can kill him and you can go all the way back and kill him if you want. It just takes too long, in my opinion. Alright, that is not gonna hurt you. If you hear that, you're fine. You killed all the dudes. You're okay. Alright. Kill him. And then from all the way back here, kill this guy. Because the lightning arrow just barely has enough range to kill him. And then here, to avoid the hippo from aggroing, I go forward, I go left, and then when I get back here, I go forward again. That just kind of makes absolute sure that you don't get in the aggro range of him. I stay to the right here, and then, whoa. Whoa, you aggroed early. Yep, there we go. Should have kept going with a shot. Second hit, let's go. It's fine. I'll just do it again. You get to see it done again, so whatever. Sag. Here, I'll show you what it looks like in real speed and not going super slow. Oh, wow. Hi, YouTube. I'm not posting this on YouTube. I already have a shulva run on YouTube. Wow, I'm so bad. Technically, I can just run through and rest at the bonfire, but dumb idea. Wow, headshots two-shot these guys? I didn't know that. Okay. Well, we're all learning something new, I guess. Yeah, when the bright bug effect comes on the guy. What am I saying? You can run through. I need to get a human effigy. This is ugly. I can't stand the hollow looking thing in this game. Right, you can also shoot this guy through here. I don't know if I did this last time. It's a Squilla strat, so shout out to Squilla for that. Really? Alright. Out here. Kill this guy. Remember where he was there. I'll highlight this on Twitch, yeah. I'm not gonna post it, I can just highlight it. So you can watch it. Because I don't want to download the VOD and then post the VOD. It takes too long. Oh, I missed this guy. I already highlighted a run where I had sorcery no hit. So if you want to look at that one, I did the same thing here. No, actually I don't. No, I don't. My bad. On sorcery, I did the old way of doing it. So I guess you could look at the new and the old way. Alright. So here, I'll correct my mistake that I did last time. If you highlight a VOD, it doesn't delete. The VOD deletes, but what you highlight doesn't delete. Like highlights are permanent. The VOD will... See, I should have bowed him and stayed a little more to the right. Or, don't aggro hippo. You can bow him from back here, or you can do a running attack. So, that's what I screwed up. I was a little too far left, and that's kind of infuriating. Alright, so this guy, what you can do, you can stay really far to the left, go through there, go around the back. Whoa. Look at that camera effect. Why does it do that on here? It's like lower. Weird. I don't know. I'm just being weird. You can go through the door and then like go back around to the other door and kill him from back over there. But that's like super dangerous and only a thing you want to do on like magic runs. In a bow run, you can just kill him right here. In 2 hits, honestly. I'd go for body shots anyway and kill him in 3 because you don't want to miss. Always kill this caster first if you can. Like in your runs, if it's possible to kill the caster first, kill the caster first. Then you can kill this guy. And you don't need stone ring for this place, by the way. A lot of people get stone ring. It's like useless here. Not even on magic runs, I don't think. Alright, here. You want to shoot this guy in the head. If you shoot this guy in the head, that guy will run first. Then this guy, after standing still for like eternity, will follow. So, in the head, he just stands still and you can get another shot and kill him. You can try and time a shot here if you want. If you stand about here, even if he does a poke from this side here, if you stand here, it'll barely miss you. So I just stand about here. I never stand here because they'll hit you. You can stand a little far back if you're paranoid. There's another strat that Gino does on SL1, and you can do it for consumables too. Here, also, I'm going to show you this cool soul. I'm going to make a safe state just in case I die. But you didn't know about this. Haha. And there's one on the other side if you go around the right. It's just too risky for no hit. Free heal, let's go. If you want to get this bonfire, you can. Just kill that guy, and then you don't have to worry about this cloud. Just roll. All right, see you in a bit. Then you want to kill the caster. She'll probably shoot again. I just wait for it to hit the wall. And then I don't kill any of the other ones. You can if you want, but not those guys. Don't even think about killing those guys. The caster over there is not even a caster. She's just a healer. Here, you're gonna run. She'll attack. That guy will miss you. Go around here. This invader will always invade. Gonna roll through the door. You're gonna stay on the left here. And if you stay on the left, he'll never have enough time to reach you. Okay, this fight is actually really specific on how we do it, so. I've already got hit, so I can quit out, whatever. Game. Game. Thank you. Tutorial. Yeah, the run time is super long because we took a break but stayed in the game. You should get like with this route like a 2-hour long run. Okay, so for this boss, you're never gonna have enough time to just stand here. By the way, you're gonna go in and immediately go in. So, wow, immediately go in. Run in here. And you won't get a shot off in time, probably. But you always want to be about here. When he walks like that, you're okay. Wait for this attack. He can follow it up if you're really close. Get 2 hits in, roll back, and then stand here. Alright. When he does that attack, just run to one of his knees. You can punish if you want. Just get back immediately. Because what this guy can do, and I can show you a clip on stream. He can also do that attack. You can follow it up twice. This guy can do an instant jump. And I'll show you me dodging it. If you look at my old fights, I don't care about instant jump in those. And they're really risky, but in these, nah, I played safe. My newer ones. Newer fights with this boss. One of the knees. Doesn't matter which one, as long as you don't change halfway through or whatever. You can follow it up. He's gonna follow it up a 3rd time. Yeah, I have a really, like, close, bad RNG. I got terrible RNG on my sorcery no-hit. That's a really great run to watch. Like, for everything, it's just horrible RNG. Right, I need to stop doing that. Alright, now we have this weapon that is guaranteed to... You are guaranteed to get this run. I mean, to get this weapon. In a glitchless playthrough of the game. And on Scholar, you have to get it because this boss is a guarantee to fight. You can't, there's no glitches to pass it, I don't think. I've never seen one. On Scholar, at least. Shoot about here. When he turns, kill him with the bow. RTSR, you should be good. I can finally buy a human effigy from Agdine. It's gonna be nice. So what, 3-hit run? That's not bad. This guy hit that one time too. On the way back, right? Or something? I don't remember. Are we on 2 hits? I think we're on 2 hits. Because it got hit in shulva, and then we got hit to the guy. That's it. So yeah, we're on 2 hits. And we need this bonfire. Just in case. We have to bone out. For some reason. Stay to the right here. And aim. Right underneath his shield. We're going to shoot underneath his shield. He's going to turn. We're going to run and we're going to backstab him. And he's going to die. Kill this guy. Get away so that guy back there doesn't kill you. Stay here and we're going to kill this guy with arrows. The longbow should kill him a little faster. Especially if you have more dex than I do. I only have 40 and 40, so we're good. Whoops, wrong person. It's fine. We gotta kill both of them anyway. Cool, she staggered. Hey. Alright, here, you can get a forlorn. If you do, just make sure you run back and I'll show you. So like, oh no, I got forlorn, oh no. And then what you do if you got forlorn is you'd run all the way back here. You go here and you just shoot him right here. You lock on and you shoot him to death. He won't be able to kill you because he'll just be stuck. If you fall down, you kind of have to roll an attack or whatever to get back, but it's the safest way to kill that guy. It's a nice trick. Outstarva came up with it, by the way. At least I think he did. He says he did. can finally look less ugly now, so let's go. This guy is gonna give you 999 dark arrows, and we're gonna use dark arrows so we can kill this one guy with a shield faster. And because it's nice to have extra arrows, might as well get all of these. And if you're doing a magic run, you should buy Soul Spear here. I don't think I actually did in my no-hit run for some reason. And let me try this glitch. Dang it. You can pick up the soul and fall down with the soul animation. But I didn't get it. Sad. Sad moment, dude. Alright. Here. So, we're gonna grab this bonfire here, which means it's gonna be one extra enemy that's gonna be a little scary. Just clear a path here. Make sure you have a path to go back. Light it. Keep your RTSR and don't rest. And then run back all the way here. Grab the chunk. Get your bow out. This guy can do an attack. Lock onto her. Kill her. Here I think you can get a bonfire aesthetic, like something else. I don't remember what it is. Yeah, dried fingers, twinkling titanite, whatever. It's all useless. We don't need any of that. But it's a free pathway up here, so safer. There's also a ghost here, by the way. But here's the invader that we get for not killing Dragon Rider in this run. Oh no, I baited that guy to turn right in the back. That's fine. As you can see, she actually doesn't have much health, so you can kill her. Whatever arrows you want. Should probably use magic arrows on her, because she's actually the miracle lady. I'm like 90% sure this isn't gonna work. Okay, it's gonna work. Never mind, it's not gonna work. If that guy on the right didn't turn left when I accidentally shot the wall here, then if we shot up here, I think it is, not up there, not at the guy, up there, he'll turn around and we can run straight through the middle and we don't have to wait for these guys. But since that didn't happen, we gotta wait for these guys to spawn, which is like incredibly annoying. Hurry up. Never try your luck with getting through there on an actual run. So if it looks somewhat suspicious, like it's not gonna work, just wait. Like if you see the enemy turn a little bit, then don't risk it. On all bosses base game, we're gonna get this lever, so I'm just gonna get it for habit. And if we need to bone out of the fight for some odd reason, okay, here. Velstat. I'm gonna fight him two different ways, just to show you. Bell boy. I don't know why Windows made that sound. You can use a repair powder here because the bow is a little low. I'm gonna fight him the way that you're probably gonna fight him in a run, and then I'm gonna fight him the other way just to show people. So here, if that guy does that attack, just run against the wall, it'll miss you every time. It could be like the Titanite demon where there's like a 0.0001 chance that that doesn't work, but I don't know. It's always worked for me. So this attack, I'm gonna fight him normally. That attack is the one that we don't want to mess with. We just get out of the way. That step back and this thing, just get out of the way. No matter how you fight him, get out of the way. Alright. Can you give me an attack I can demonstrate fight with? Alright. Or not. Here, let me just fight him with the fist for a second. That one to the left, he'll follow it up a lot. This one, just get out of the way. The slam, you can strafe that if that happens. That attack, by the way, you can outspace it to back. He's never gonna give me the slam, dude. That was a terrible roll. He can't follow that up. Just waiting for this slam, bro. The slam is the worst attack on SL1. That. He'll follow that up too. And then here, he can do this. That's very hard to roll. That was really lucky. I need to roll away from it instead. You can follow it up there. You'll see him follow it up. Don't get too greedy on that slam. See how it's from only the right up? That follow up, the two hand. He kind of like lifts it up again, and then goes down, so. He's never gonna show me the follow up. Just know it exists. I'm gonna fight him one more time. Okay, this other way to fight him is to parry him with the rapier. Usually I parry him with the target shield, but it's like roughly the same timing, so I should be okay. What's his name? Pigeon will probably do the thing where he gets the bell or whatever to not work, or whatever it is. I don't know. And we also don't need this dumb mace. But I just run through every time. I've been doing it this way since my first run. It's only not worked like twice. Alright, here. Parry. To parry Velstadt, you parry him when his attack starts. So like, I screwed it up. I would have lived on the target shield there, I think. Alright, 3 hits. Shouldn't count that hit, but I'm going to count it anyway. Are we going to tie PB for my last melee shulva run? Can we tie the PB, dude? Can we do it? I've never like no hit melee shulva, but I've got to Guardian Dragon, so I basically did it. I just died to some stupid dumb thing, because the rest of the run is easy. Other than Throne Do is not that hard. Alright. You can also one-hand parry with the R2 if you want, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna get rid of a bright bug. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Hopefully I don't die. Every tutorial I do has to have some stupid dumb part where I screw up in it, so here we go. Thanks for giving me that attack over and over again. That's the one that it's annoying to get if you don't know the right way to do it. Okay. Let me actually not screw this up now. That attack is possible to parry. I've parried it before for fun, but it's kind of hard. And it's way too inconsistent for no hit. Yay, broke the pillar. Yeah, I think I parried too late on the slam. I'm used to having so many extra frames with the target shield. It doesn't matter if I screw up or not. Alright, so now we can get the King's Ring and just leave Or you can fight Vendrick. But we don't have enough. We don't have enough giant souls, and we already used a giant soul, so rip even thinking about fighting him. Vendrick's a cool boss, though, man. Yeah, if you do this run this way, you can't go from any percent to base game, even if you practice the bosses, unless you kill Dragon Rider, because then you have to use a giant soul to get 10,000 extra souls. Okay, here. Make sure you have the King's Ring. So, the King's Ring, you have to have it. Then, you can burn a bonfire aesthetic. Otherwise, you have to fight Velstad again to get the bonfire aesthetic, which is, like, really lame. Okay, here, just break this stone again. Break these. Grab this. Run back as fast as you can. And now go to Macduff. I'm just going to Macduff because I want to go Macduff. I have no idea why I'm going here and not just Majula. Okay. Plus 10 rapier and plus 8. Now, if you want to get plus 10 on your, what is it? Your stuff? I don't know what it is. You can go kill Nashka and then, aesthetic the area again and get another chunk. And do that over and over and over again, but... Or you can go and grab the chunks in the later part of the game. Or you can kill Velstad again and get the chunks again, but... I wouldn't do that if I were you. I'd just stay at plus 8. Now here you have two options. This is why I love this game. You have so many options. You can either go and kill Throne Watcher and Defender right now, which nobody does. I bet you people don't even know it's possible who run this game. You can go kill Throne Watcher and Defender right now, and then go and kill him. Like, you can kill Throne Watcher and Defender before you do Aldia's Keep. So, if you're really bad at this boss, I mean, like, if you're scared out of your mind, you can finish... You can practice killing this boss right now. That's a thing. That's in the game. It's... Because Throne Watcher and Defender isn't locked behind the Giant's kinship that you get from killing the Giant Lord. It's locked behind the King's Ring. So you can fight Throne Watcher and Defender right now if you want. And you can get it done, and then you can go and do Aldia's Keep, and you can grab all the stuff from there, the Ashen Mist Heart, and then you can go kill a Giant Lord, and then you can just go straight from Giant Lord to to Nishandra. That's a thing, you can do that. I'm not gonna do it though because it's not really meta in the game anymore to do that. Definitely a good idea for like a no roll run though, to get Throne Watcher and Defender early. Or if you need souls desperately, if you're halfway through the game and for some reason you really need souls, you can get Throne Watcher and Defender done like now, and that's fine. So, you can choose, at this point your levels don't matter. Whatever you want is okay, as long as you have like enough for... And you need at least one skull. And you can get a skull, you can buy skulls now because you have infinite skulls from the cat and infinite bones. You have infinite bones and you have so many souls right now. The Age Feather is pretty much useless, but you can get it if you want. Like if you're on no upgrades, I mean, why not get it? But you can get infinite skulls, prism stones, Lloyd's talismans, whatever. It's all free. Yeah, so now we're gonna go and throw a skull for this one enemy, the ogre, so that we don't have to roll it for safety. Gonna go to the Ruined Fork Road bonfire and go to the area. We're going the way that we go to the RTSR, except we're gonna just run past where we picked up RTSR originally and go to the actual area that's behind there, which isn't able to be accessed until you get the King's Ring. So you need the King's Ring for the Aldia's Keep. So we also don't need RTSR. until we get through Aldia's Keep. So just whatever arrow you want to one shot. So the arrows that we should have on are magic and lightning until we kill the boss. So here, I'm gonna throw a skull, just run around him. That way you don't have to do that really scary roll. Even though you have good ADP, you don't have to do that scary roll. If you wanted to go to 48 ADP, that's another option. 48 is fine too. 48 gives you a couple more frames, and it's like necessity for all bosses. DLC, I mean, you don't have to have it on the base game. I get it as early as possible, 48 ADP, so the stuff is pretty easy. You don't have to kill this guy, I'm just being dumb. Got him, dude. Don't do that in no hit run, that was just for fun. I'm not on 0 hits. If I was on 0 hits, you'd see me run around him and just like sprint back and be scared and stuff. But we're on 3 hits, so it's fine. Now we're on 3 hits. We weren't on 3 hits earlier. Okay, so just run to the left of this guy. If you want, you can kill this guy. His health is pretty low and he's slow. He doesn't really sprint much. And this isn't vanilla, so this guy isn't gonna do anything. Unless you do a specific quest or whatever. If you somehow get an ogre to that, yeah. No, you'll never see a no-hit runner do this, who's like new to the game. So I'm just gonna show you it to show you that it's a thing if you want to do it. New no-hit runners never do that. Not even old ones do that. I'm the only idiot that does that. Oh, and here's the setup. So if you want, you can run through there and then set it up with the Sanctum Mace, RTSR. Or you can do this extremely scary setup. Make sure you're not up here. If you're up here, it's probably not going to work. You might even die. So just like 3rd step from the top, or in between 3rd and 4th. It's like this rough area. Drop straight down, and that'll give you RTSR. You don't need King's Ring on anymore. You do need it, but we don't need it on. And we can swap out the thing for the key of the embedded. The more dex, the slightly more dex is going to help out, because A scaling is better than B. This weapon, in my opinion, is better for this boss than Rapier. You can use Rapier on it if you want, I just don't. Also for sorcery runners, Soul Geyser is over here, in this pit here. Just like shoot him or whatever. And if you torch this guy, this thing, there's gonna be a fake forlorn that spawns here. Some type of fake forlorn looking thing, so don't light that torch. It even says don't you dare on the message. On my on my sorcery, I did it for fun, and I was like, what happens when I light it? And I was like, oh wait, is it gonna like insta kill me or something? And then a fake forlorn spawn. I'm like, what else would happen? Of course, that's what's gonna happen. So I was learning about the game in the middle of a no-hit run, because you know, how dumb could you be? Here, if you want, you could go back and grab. No, that's a dumb idea. Don't do that. I was thinking go back and grab like dark or lightning resin or something, but bad idea. Don't do that. You can't even do that. There's no way, really. So whenever he goes into a state of like, whenever this boss starts flying, we're gonna pull out the magic arrows and use those. So it's Guardian Dragon. Nice to have another Guardian Dragon save state. I have a million save states of these any percent bosses. Alright. And you can bright bug for this too. I'm just not gonna do that. Here at the wing, 1, 2, 3. Nice, you got stomp. Make sure you're really careful with the stomps. The stomps have very big hitboxes. That's gonna be a flame breath, because he's in the air for that much time. So magic arrows have really good range compared to dark arrows, so you can shoot them from back here. That's to the wall. Another flame breath. It's gonna be a little closer though, so you can stand about here and hit. Sometimes he stays up there for longer, but this time he was there for like barely any time. All right. Yeah, the hitboxes on this guy, the hitboxes for the stomp are really big. And if he does a like 2 flaps and he's like moving up and down and he's like got his head moving, he's gonna throw a. No, okay. He would throw a like a firebomb at you, and the way you do that is you roll to the left and then you roll it. It's kind of like Aldia, if you've ever fought that fight. Here, that's a breath. Nope, I was wrong. See, I was just able to outspace it. Sometimes it's really close. It's a really good demonstration of this boss. This is great. This is like everything I could ask for. Other than him to show me his tail attack. He has a tail attack, and he has a, he has a tail attack, he has a bite. Still not a 2-hour Andy? No, I'm not 2-hour Andy. I took a break, so I would be a 2-hour Andy, but we took a break. And 8, so we're good. It's on past. What's up? Did I just say what's on? What's up, man? Okay, well, yeah, he can do a... When he does the stomp, like, make sure you're on the other foot. Like, maybe even go on the other side of the foot, away from the stomp, because the hitbox on that stomp is so bad. It, like, it's like a lingering hitbox. It's just a little bit lingering, and it is, like, really big. It's, like, bigger than the last giant hitbox, so... Can't menu. And we don't really need the key anymore. I guess you can use it for Throne Watcher and Defender if you want, but you can also kill him. You can kill Throne Watcher and Defender at whatever point you want. And you don't need the Age Feather if you don't want it. I'm not gonna get it. You can kill him whenever you want, at any point in the entire run. Once you pick up this King's Ring, you can't kill him before Velstadt. You also can't kill Giant Lord before killing. Before getting the thing from Ancient Dragon. I'll kill him for fun, by the way. I'll show you how to fight Ancient Dragon. Bonus content, dude. Let's go. Because it's kind of fun to learn Ancient Dragon for fun. You don't need to fight him. It's not a mandatory boss. DES could maybe be the... DES is like super slow, by the way. It's a great run. It's just slow, so letting you know. It's a great run. I'd actually recommend it, even though I'm saying it's bad. It's actually pretty cool. Okay, here, make sure you have the 20 poison knives we have equipped, because we're going to need to use them on the guy next. We're going to need at least one, because you're going to have to throw 3 poison knives or 3 poison arrows, and we don't have 3. That's with RTSR. Without RTSR, you need 4. So if he gives us bad RNG, he'll put up his shield early and we'll have to take forever to kill him. But if he gives a level up guide, all magic, right? Yeah, I'd recommend trying the magic run if you want to go faster. The magic plus melee. Or maybe do Bloodborne. You seem to like Bloodborne. But if he gives us good RNG, he'll just stand still for a bit and then he'll walk and then he'll put up his shield. But by that time, he'll already be dead, so. Headshots. Bad RNG. Nope, good RNG. See? Stand still. Because it's bad RNG, he'll block. But he didn't. Also, I discovered a new attack today, passed on Twin Dragon Riders. With swords in the chat, so you got to see it too. I didn't know freaking Dragon Rider has a block attack. So like if you block, he'll attack with his shield. And he has a shield, like, swipe. And you can bait it, too. So you can, like, roll into it, SL1 style or whatever. Or, like, away from it and get a hit. In. Not take a hit, get a hit in. So, yeah, dark arrows are... They seem to be the best for this area. Body shot once he turns, because then it's easier. And then you can go back to headshot. Alright. We have a ton of damage, by the way. +8 is pretty good on the short bow. You don't need that much damage from the short bow for it to be good. Like, a lot of runners go +10 black bow, and at that point, you might as well just use lightning arrows to kill this guy and not even poison him. This guy has a ton of health. So, you can get 2 poison arrows off, and then I'm gonna throw poison knives. Get him poisoned. Okay, it took 2. That's fine. Yeah, because see, you don't do that much damage with actual damaging arrows. We can use the rest of the fire arrows we have here as well if we want. If you somehow have like 1,000,000 poison arrows, like if you did Dragon Rider and got the... What is it? Can't remember. Wow, he's really weak to dark damage. Okay. And if you got the... What is it? Gavelin. Gavelin sells 20 more poison arrows and a bunch of poison knives. And poison resin. And poison moss. And this ring that is useless in a no-hit run because you never take staggers or hits. Really? Yeah, once you kill that guy, all the other guys gain your respect. They'll turn around and look at you and stuff, but they won't do anything. Okay. I'm gonna fight this boss for fun. Don't fight him in your actual run. I'm just being an idiot and practicing this fight, because I want to. Grab this first in case I get hit. Alright, I'm just gonna teach you how to do it. So, attack him like 3 times, and then whenever you attack him and his... Also, the boss music is pretty good. And his music starts, then run to the back foot, so... Run to the back foot. Now he can do a stomp here, or he can start blowing fire behind his back, or he can get up and fly. That fire won't hit you. Alright, so here, when he does this, follow his tail. It's almost always to the left, but sometimes it isn't. And then make sure you see the smoke. If you don't see the smoke, you got a glitch, and you have to wait for the smoke to happen. This boss is also the easiest in the game to no roll, pretty much. The easiest where you don't cheese him. Alright, went to the right this time. That's rare, usually doesn't happen. So it's this one that we have to get to. Yeah, this fight is really consistent. Easy. Not even trying, dude. Free souls. There you go. Not even trying, dude. Not even trying. Free giant soul. Let's go. Alright. That was fun. Let's go to Giant Lord now. Thought I'd practice the boss, so I don't have to practice it before I do the next base game run. You can do a skip here and like jump over there, but that skip's kind of sad and hard, so we're just gonna kill this guy in case. And if you get a forlorn, what you do is you take the shortcut the same way you'd go back to Pursuer. So like, there's a forlorn that's near the area that we're gonna go to, and I'll talk about it right here. So over here in this area down that way, if you get a forlorn, what you do is you run back here You go down here, you kill the dude, and then you enter the boss fog and leave. Or you can be on Starva and sit here and bring him back and shoot him off. The coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. In the early game, if you for some reason need torches or a restoration ring, you can grab that here. But we don't need it ever, to be honest. Swap out RTSR for a quick second for the King's Ring. Check for Forlorn here. There are Amber Herbs in here, and this weapon is only here in Scholar. In Vanilla, you have to get it in a memory later in the game. It's pretty cool. It's called the Grand Lance. I like it. I want to do a no-hit run with it. Okay, so make sure you have King's Ring on. Bait this guy to do an attack. Make sure he doesn't follow it up. Get in there and get out. Now you can switch it for RTSR again and have these as your rings. And I'm gonna fight Giant Lord the Geno Machino way, and then I'll fight him the way I fight him. Because I actually really advise against fighting in the way that Geno does. No offense to Geno, but it's just the way he fights it is so risky for me, in my opinion. So we'll do a safe state here. So can leave anything for a safe state, by the way. Can I click on the thing? Alright. So I'll show you Geno's way, which is like mortifying to watch and really scary, and then I'll show you the safer way. So at the start here, I always wait for the firebomb, because I think one time I saw the firebomb come super early and it killed me, like in a practice run or something. So I just have been paranoid of that forever. And then I stand here, and I never get hit. And I think McSwoozy stands here, and that works too. So you wait until that little Vendrick thing comes, and if it doesn't kill the giants, it's fine. You can bow the giant down, or you can just run around him. I wouldn't bow. If you're gonna bow him, practice bowing him, because it's scary. You want to have confidence in the strats that you're doing in a run. Can you break that? You can. And then you want to run here. Poke, and then... Okay, that stomp had a lot of range. Wow, that was hard to see. Alright. So that's how Geno Machino does it. And here's how I do it. Which is like slower. It's way slower, but it's way safer. So I think it's useful to show different ways of fighting the bosses in the tutorial. If you want to find out how to fight, I probably have like more... Watch as many fights as you can on a run that you're not confident on. So like if you're really not confident on DS2, if you're doing like Trilogy, or if it's your first run or something, watch a fight. Watch the fight that you're not good at over and over again. Okay, I'm just gonna YOLO it, but just do the same thing I did before. Alright, so here's how you fight it when you come up here. If you want to watch this fight this way, I also do it this way in my sorcery run and my first run on YouTube. I have 2 runs on YouTube. And I think actually they both do it this way. need to post more stuff that I've done on YouTube. So that attack, you can roll it to the left, or you can roll it forward or to the right. Doesn't matter. Make sure you like know how like close you can be. No, I haven't. Not hitless. I have 3 hits. Some of them you don't really count. You wouldn't even count because I use save states and stuff, but like I got hit in Shrine, I got hit in Shulva, and I got hit in Bellstat when I was trying to parry him because I screwed it up with the rapier. So yeah, you can, or you know what? If you want to play safe here, don't punish with the rapier. Just punish with the bow the whole entire time. So I'm gonna wait for it, just to kind of give you a mental image. If he gives you, oh man. If he gives you this, you can just roll to the side or to the or back or whatever, and then punish with the bow. You can stay up there and bone out, by the way, or you can just go over there and use the thing to bone out. Cause like if you use the little giant on the floor or whatever to pick up the giant soul, it'll send you back here, and you can just run this way. So you can do that too. Now we're gonna do the last 2 bosses of the game. I'm like guaranteeing you I'm not gonna get hit to Throne Watcher and Defender. It's just so that I'm pressuring myself to not screw up and be lazy on that fight. I wouldn't kill that guy, I wouldn't normally kill that guy, I just thought I would so I can take off this ring. Oh, relaxing. So you can either use the Sanctum Mace setup with like Poison Moss or with the Estus Flask, or you can do the fall damage setups. You can do the Kazuda one. You can do any of the ones that you would do for Dragon Rider, except for the one where if you pick up Black Bow. You can't do that one. But I'll just do this one. Kind of jump in this area. I'm gonna have to go up in 2. So what? Rip. I screwed that up. I don't want to die. So like, we'll test it. Whatever. I think I'm okay. Yeah, that's really scary. Let's see. Let's test something out. That's too little. I think I can just run there or something until I get it. I think I used to do this whenever I screwed it up. But yeah, what you want to do is you want to jump. When you jump, you want to jump really far to the right. So you basically kind of want to jump over that pillar so you get like a ton of fall damage. Dude, I really wanted to remain hitless and get a run. But we're tied with the melee PB on shulva, so I had a 3-hit run a while back, and I had a distance PB to Guardian Dragon a while back too, when I was trying to get this with way riskier strats, because I didn't know them that well. But now we can tie the PB first try, because it's so much safer. It's so much safer on shulva now than how I used to do it before I learned the new stuff. So if you wanted to go buy from the head NPC, if you wanted to go buy more resin, or if you wanted to pick it up somewhere, that's totally fine. Just make sure you have RTSR and Brightbook for this guy, because the resin is only going to affect the damage of the rapier, and it's not really going to affect the damage of the bow, and the bow is the thing that really matters in this specific fight. So well, this one, not Nishandra. Nishandra, sometimes in Nishandra is really interesting. So in Nishandra, you can get like, you can fight her 3 different ways. Especially if you have low damage, you're kind of forced to fight him with the, or especially SL1. you're kind of forced to fight him either with the crossbow or the laser method where you roll. But if you have a good amount of iframes, and 32 is fine. If you have 42, or if it's not 42, 48, then you're perfectly fine to do it any way you want. Um, then you can fight him. I'm not any way you want. The 3 different ways. You can either fight him with the laser method, where you bait out a laser, and if you want to learn that one, watch Shilky's Pyro Only No Hit. I think he does it in that one. Or he definitely should do it in his like actual all boss run. He has so many all bosses runs. Like that guy is a beast. Or I think I've done it in one of my runs maybe. I probably did it in my sorcery run. And then the other way to do it is where you just bow the boss the whole and like you bow him the whole entire way. And that usually is based on RNG. So if you get perfect bow fight RNG, she'll just stand there and do lasers over and over and over again. Usually that's bad RNG for like an SL1, but if you have the bow and it's super strong, and our bow is pretty good with like the amount of decks we have, that's pretty good damage. Then you can just bow her the whole way. But the other way, which I kind of came up with myself, is you just fight her normally. You don't even worry about lasers. You just go up to her after she like you run and spawn the orbs. You go to the left. You wait for her to come to you or like roll everything, and then when she comes to you, you just roll all her attacks or go behind her and strafe it and just spam R1. That's like the YOLO method of doing it. So I'm gonna fight this boss without poison. If for some reason you have like I don't know 10 poison arrows somehow, then you can use poison arrows, but I don't have that many, so no poison it is. I'm more used to fighting him without poison, so this is fine for me. I'm gonna use dark arrows. 2. You can do 3, just 2 is safer. I'm gonna run around the arena. Every roll I'm gonna do is gonna be away, so you don't even have to have iframes for this. It just helps. Like on SL1 all bosses, they don't even use the iframe ring for this fight. Or Finn doesn't at least. Because everything is a roll away to outspace. That roll accidentally was the perfect demonstration. Yeah, don't roll sideways. It can roll catch you. I should have rolled backwards. That was iframe saving me, probably. That's an easy outspace. So what you want to do is you want to like lower defender's health like a little bit. Like where I'm standing on the screen right now, if you draw a line through the health bar for defender, that's kind of where you want. Like right here. So, and we want to eventually kill Watcher with the bow, and then we'll kill Defender with melee. I'd practice killing Defender with the bow and Watcher with melee just in case you're forced into that situation, because it can happen, and you want to be ready for it on your first run, because there's nothing you can do about it if it happens. Like if you accidentally do too much damage to Defender or something, and Watcher still has a ton of health, because Watcher's being terrible RNG. When Watcher buffs, it's a perfect time to punish on Defender. That can be followed up, that sidestep. And also, if you're really close to Watcher, she can give you an AoE. So, get ready for that. She can also, that arrow can also miss. Yeah, you can also lock on. If you watch Arasosa's, Arasosa, his crossbow only no hit, he locks on and rolls the boss like this. Which I find to be like really scary, but it's a way to do it. Personally, I hate fighting him like that, but that's just me. Alright. Punish once here. Oh, lucky. Just make... actually, you know what you could do? You could go pick up the light crossbow or buy one from McDuff. Just practice the fight with the light crossbow. It'll make you so much more patient on this. Because the light crossbow makes you only punish once, and then you'll get in the habit of doing that. Alright, so Watcher's dead. Defender has pretty much perfect health. for punish. If I were you, I'd punish while he's still in, before he like goes. So if you stand still and he's close, he's almost guaranteed to immediately attack you. So I'm standing still, he'll attack me. That delay is like really scary. In phase 2, which this is phase 2, he has so many awkward attacks. Easy. I could do that fight with my eyes closed, bro. It really is like a thing that just, it's like riding a bike. No poison on the fight. It's like, you'll get it immediately. So hold this, and then it'll let go. Okay. She might spawn orbs a little close because I didn't run at her, but it's fine. Alright, so I'm gonna shoot her with the bow just to drain her health a little bit. Hopefully she comes towards me. Okay. Laser. Just get out of the way of that. That laser hitbox works really weird. It's like, it'll look like, it'll spawn in such a weird way. This you can outrun. If you want to roll it, you can. A lot of the times I do roll it. It's like, now it has a hitbox. It's so weird. It's so off sync with how it, like the laser actually looks. Alright, I'm probably getting bow RNG. This is great. Okay, so here, I'll show you both ways. I'll show you the laser first. So here, what you do for the lasers, you stand here and bait a laser. Like that, and then you come in. If it's the other laser, just run around the left. So like, she's spawning orbs. If she stands there and she like adjusts her position and then looks at you for a while, she spawns orbs every time on that. Just be ready for it. Alright, she's probably gonna do a laser back here. Alright, this. I'll show you how to roll it. What I like to do is I like to walk towards it and then roll. It feels more natural. Nice. We can do it locked on now. I feel like when you do it like that, it's easier to time. Alright, here, I'd run towards her and punish here, but that orb is so close. When you're near the orbs, they curse you. And if they curse you and hit you, if the curse touches you, it affects your health. Like, you get damaged, not just the curse. The curse isn't a hit. It's the getting damaged. It, like, curses you and damages you. So you have to stay away from the orbs. GG. 80% plus Ancient Dragon. Nice. So time. It's probably like 240 or something, because thanks, Bast, for the GG. It's probably like 240 or something, I don't know. 3 hours, because of the breaks, dude. Oh, wow. Okay. That was pretty good. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I'm not gonna leave. I'm just putting up BRB. Nice. Good. Good. That was good. Good fights. Pretty good run. You know, 3 hits. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. Okay, I'm probably gonna keep this little section in the highlight too, because I'm just gonna explain some things. Dark Souls 2. In Dark Souls 2, the game is so like odd. There's so many weird things that you probably have never seen. There's stuff I've never seen that I know is gonna happen to me and probably hit me in the future. This game, in a no-hit run, you'll experience RNG that you'll never see in a casual guide. I don't even know why they put the RNG in the game, because it just never happens. You'll experience really stupid things like the giant falling on you. You'll be like, what the heck? And I'll be like, I told you so. Just kidding. Um, you'll get the giant lord. He'll do a stab attack, and his feet are gonna hit you, and you're gonna be like, "How did his feet hit me?" Because yes, that attack can happen, and if it does happen, I'm sorry. I feel bad for you if you fight him that way. It's a thing that will hit you on SL1, and I guarantee it, because there's no way to roll it. You kind of just have to be like behind his feet. There's no way to roll it. It's like don't even roll, just run and hope. I would say roll away from it, because that attack is terrible. If sometimes you'll get an attack where you're stuck on the stairs for a giant lord, and he'll follow up an attack, and you'll be like, I didn't know he could follow up. He can't. You were just stuck, and he was in melee mode or whatever. It's so bad. You'll get the pursuer. Attack the. He'll probably end up attacking the. Only positive is that if you get hit, it shouldn't be a 4-hour run if you restart. Yeah, it's gonna be a 4-hour run on base game though. Ow. Um, yeah, it's just there's so many things that can happen. So before you do a no hit run, you have to face like the facts. You have to be like, okay, this when I do this run, this is just like for mental support basically. There is going to be stuff that happens to me that I can't do anything about because I didn't know it happened. I didn't know it could happen. So like, you'll get some hit on shulva. You didn't even know. Like, you went through everything that you could possibly think of on shulva, and you'll still get hit by something. You'll be like, how'd that happen? And every no hit runner you ever knew will say that's impossible, and they won't believe you. They'll think you're using hacks, and there's a reason for it to happen. Always, it's like either just an RNG that you've never seen or something dumb like that. Just accept the pain that you're gonna get in this game because this game will throw stuff that it'll make it impossible for you to win. Like it'll do that. It will. A DS1 does this too. So does DS3. Bloodborne does this. Demon Souls does this. It probably happens a lot less in Sekiro because it's a newer game and it's a lot more polished. There is one thing I've seen that's weird in Sekiro though, but like I've seen so many things happen in these games and no hit runs. I and the people that play them can't explain it. Like the OG runners, they can't tell you why it happened and they don't know. Like Hob rolled into a wall in Demon Souls remake and got stuck and stuff. So just like I could go on for hours about all the dumb things that have happened to me in this game and ruined my no hit runs, all the dumb things I've done. So just and the reason why the real reason why experienced players are better is because they can see hits coming from a mile away. That's the reason. Like that's why Starva was such a great no hit runner because he could see a hit happening in any percent run, and he'll like create a new strat on the spot because he just knows it happens. Like that's the experience that you really get. You get experience by getting hit in these games or watching people get hit. So you learn like this game will. I guarantee you're gonna get hit, like in so many terrible ways. So just before you do a no hit run on this game and you really commit to it, make sure you accept that because if you don't accept that, it's gonna be way harder to do this run. It's gonna be so much more painful. So when you get hit on something, because I know it's gonna happen, when you get hit on something dumb, you'll get hit by a dumb forlorn that you didn't know it was there. Forlorn will spawn in the Forest of Fallen Giants in the late game or something. You'll be like, how is this possible? You'll get hit by them. You'll be like, that's so stupid. I didn't know that was a thing. Because it is a thing. You can spawn in the forest twice. It just, you have to accept it. So, there's my no-hit moral support and tutorial. Thanks for watching, and probably going to end the highlight here. So, but we're going to keep stream going, so let's go. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Alright. So I should end the highlight now. And we can do a run for something else now. That was a fun run. I really enjoyed that. I love hitless any percent in this game. It's my favorite run in the series. I need to practice Giant Lord. Geno, so I can fight him like that in base game maybe. We'll do practice for